I think one of the things that stands out most from when you first do the interview to get into the program, all the way throughout the program, that you really felt that the staff was there and you also build lifelong colleague relationships.
It's honestly been amazing. I love how the classes aren't very big, so you get to work one-on-one with the professors.
Amazing and fantastic, better than any other colleges around. This is the best one I could choose from.
Just absolutely amazing. I could never ask for a better college.
It was awesome. It was very, very intense program.
My experience at Hodges has been amazing, very challenging, because as everybody knows, nursing school is very hard. It requires a lot of study and dedication and discipline.
We have a smaller class size, which helps with more interaction between the students. And also we have a lot of hands-on training, much more for certain aspects of the program than other PTA universities offer.
In today's healthcare arena, where there are such shortages of human resources, they leave our program in either 12 months as a paramedic or in 7 weeks as an EMT, and they can enter the healthcare field immediately.
When the students get out there and they have their license and they're practicing, I can see the love of the profession in their eyes.
Actually, every day I can teach. I can see my students and I can see how they progress, if they have questions. When I can really satisfy the inquirers and I can answer properly and they are happy with it, that is the best time.
I think a lot of people finish the program more confident in believing that they'll be able to reach their personal and professional goals.
They want to be professionals and they want to go, let's say they want to go to college here, and they see that that is possible. When they come, they don't see that as a possible thing. When they finish, they already see this is possible, I can do it.
And I hope that they nourish themselves and learn how they can elevate themselves with the knowledge that they gain.
The Veteran Services Center provides the veteran with a safe place to come to get information. We do have 2 full-time staff dedicated to the Veteran Center, so there's always a place where they can come to talk to someone and to get the resources they need.
We have books in e-format and paper. Students can utilize those anytime they want. I have a reserve section for their references and research. It's all here.
Master of Business Administration.
My degree here at Hodges is a bachelor's in health sciences.
My bachelor's in accounting.
I'm getting a BSN.
I am getting my 2 master's degree in management and business administration.
I'm getting my bachelor's in graphic design and animation.
Physical therapist assistant.
I'm getting my BSN in nursing.
I'm getting my master's in management.
My MBA.
My MBA with a visual communications concentration.
My future plan is right now I re-enroll in Hodges for my bachelor's degree. I want to get 1 more degree here in management.
My future plans is to go to medical school.
Well, I hope to become an anesthesiologist.
Well, my future plans once the scenario I'm going to be done with my 2 master's degree will be to continue forward with my education and getting a doctorate degree.
Amazing.
Very enlightening.
Extraordinary. Very unique.
Exceptional.
I would say definitely enjoyable.
Rewarding.
Inspirational.
I think one of the things that stands out most from when you first do the interview to get into the program, all the way throughout the program, that you really felt that the staff was there and you also build lifelong colleague relationships.
It's honestly been amazing. I love how the classes aren't very big, so you get to work one-on-one with the professors.
Amazing and fantastic, better than any other colleges around. This is the best one I could choose from.
Just absolutely amazing. I could never ask for a better college.
It was awesome. It was very, very intense program.
My experience at Hodges has been amazing, very challenging because, as everybody knows, nursing school is very hard. It requires a lot of study and dedication and discipline.
We have a smaller class size, which helps with more interaction between the students. And also we have a lot of hands-on training, much more for certain aspects of the program than other PTA universities offer.
In today's healthcare arena, where there are such shortages of human resources, they leave our program in either 12 months as a paramedic or in 7 weeks as an EMT, and they can enter the healthcare field immediately.
When the students get out there and they have their license and they're practicing, I can see the love of the profession in their eyes.
Actually, every day I can teach, I can see my students and I can see how they progress, if they have questions. When I can really satisfy the inquirers and I can answer properly and they are happy with it, that is the best time.
I think a lot of people finish the program more confident in believing that they'll be able to reach their personal and professional goals.
They want to be professionals and they want to go, let's say, they want to go to college here and they see that that is possible. When they come, they don't see that as a possible thing. When they finish, they already see this is possible, I can do it.
And I hope that they nourish themselves and learn how they can elevate themselves with the knowledge that they gain.
The Veteran Services Center provides the veteran with a safe place to come to get information. We do have 2 full-time staff dedicated to the Veteran Center, so there's always a place where they can come to talk to someone and to get the resources they need.
We have books in e-format and paper. Students can utilize those anytime they want. I have a reserve section for their references and research. It's all here.
Master of Business Administration.
My degree here at Hodges is a bachelor's in health sciences.
My bachelor's in accounting.
I'm getting a BSN.
I am getting my 2 master's degree in management and business administration.
I'm getting my bachelor's in graphic design and animation.
Physical therapist assistant.
I'm getting my BSN in nursing.
I'm getting my master's in management.
My MBA.
My MBA with a visual communications concentration.
My future plan is right now I re-enroll in Hodges for my bachelor's degree. I want to get 1 more degree here in management.
My future plans is to go to medical school.
Well, I hope to become an anesthesiologist.
Well, my future plans, since now I'm going to be done with my 2 master's degree, will be to continue forward with my education and getting a doctorate degree.
Amazing.
Very enlightening.
Extraordinary.
Very unique.
Exceptional.
I would say definitely enjoyable.
Rewarding.
Inspirational.
I think one of the things that stands out most from when you first do the interview to get into the program, all the way throughout the program, that you really felt that the staff was there and you also build lifelong colleague relationships.
It's honestly been amazing. I love how the classes aren't very big, so you get to work one-on-one with the professors.
Amazing and fantastic, better than any other colleges around. This is the best one I could choose from.
Just absolutely amazing. I could never ask for a better college.
It was awesome. It was very, very intense program.
My experience at Hodges has been amazing, very challenging because, as everybody knows, nursing school is very hard. It requires a lot of study and dedication and discipline.
We have a smaller class size, which helps with more interaction between the students. And also we have a lot of hands-on training, much more for certain aspects of the program than other PTA universities offer.
In today's healthcare arena, where there are such shortages of human resources, they leave our program in either 12 months as a paramedic or in 7 weeks as an EMT, and they can enter the healthcare field immediately.
When the students get out there and they have their license and they're practicing, I can see the love of the profession in their eyes.
Actually, every day I can teach, I can see my students and I can see how they progress, if they have questions. When I can really satisfy the inquirers and I can answer properly and they are happy with it, that is the best time.
I think a lot of people finish the program more confident in believing that they'll be able to reach their personal and professional goals.
They want to be professionals and they want to go, let's say, they want to go to college here and they see that that is possible. When they come, they don't see that as a possible thing. When they finish, they already see this is possible, I can do it.
And I hope that they nourish themselves and learn how they can elevate themselves with the knowledge that they gain.
The Veteran Services Center provides the veteran with a safe place to come to get information. We do have 2 full-time staff dedicated to the Veteran Center, so there's always a place where they can come to talk to someone and to get the resources they need.
We have books in e-format and paper. Students can utilize those anytime they want. I have a reserve section for their references and research. It's all here.
Master of Business Administration.
My degree here at Hodges is a bachelor's in health sciences.
My bachelor's in accounting.
I'm getting a BSN.
I am getting my 2 master's degree in management and business administration.
I'm getting my bachelor's in graphic design and animation.
Physical therapist assistant.
I'm getting my BSN in nursing.
I'm getting my master's in management.
My MBA.
My MBA with a visual communications concentration.
My future plan is right now I re-enroll in Hodges for my bachelor's degree.
I want to get one more degree here in management.
My future plans is to go to medical school.
Well, I hope to become an anesthesiologist.
Well, my future plans, once since now I'm going to be done with my 2 master's degree, will be to continue forward with my education and getting a doctorate degree.
Amazing.
Very enlightening.
Extraordinary.
Very unique.
Exceptional.
I would say definitely enjoyable.
Rewarding.
Inspirational.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the posting of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The national anthem will now be sung by Charlene and Paul Gulbranson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, the invocation will be delivered by Tiffany Esposito, Chair of the Hodges University Board of Trustees.
Heavenly Father, we are gathered today to celebrate a significant life accomplishment in the lives of our students and their families. We thank you for your guidance and your provision during their journey to today, and ask your blessing on today's celebration. Amen.
Please be seated. I'm Dr. John Meyer, President of Hodges University, and it is my privilege to welcome the candidates today for graduation, their families and friends, and our special guests to this 31st and 32nd commencement exercises of Hodges University for both the classes of 2020 and 2021. Thank you all for being here, and let's congratulate the 2020 and 2021 Hodges University graduates. Before we begin, I would like to recognize the students, faculty, staff, and audience members who either are serving or who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Their sacrifices have made it possible for us to enjoy the benefits of living in a free country, including the freedom to pursue the dream of a college degree. I would ask everyone present who is serving or who has served to stand and be recognized for the service to your country. Hodges University applauds your courage and thanks you for your service. I would now like to make a few introductions. Joining us on stage are Dr. Rigoberto Rincones, Senior Vice President, and Dr. Anique Faulkner, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. Also with us today in the audience are Board of Trustee members, Ms. Tiffany Esposito, Chairman of the Board, Dr. Marissa Cleveland and Marilyn Santiago, and a very special board member who is seated on the floor as she is also graduating today, Ms. Jillian Cummings-Beck. We are also honored to have Mrs. Thelma Hodges in attendance today, and thank you all. So today marks a special day in the lives of our graduates, or should I say our new alumni. What you've done is remarkable. You've succeeded in earning your degree. And I know you're as proud of that accomplishment as all of us at Hodges University are. You've achieved what many others have not. And now your degree is yours forever. So my brief message to you is this: please do not stop learning. Consider today the beginning, not the end of your education. There is so much to learn, so much more to learn, especially as the pace of our world continues to accelerate. Take your experience of learning at Hodges University and build on it, just as a stonemason builds upon a strong foundation. Each and every one of you here today had a lot of help to reach this important goal. You've had love and you've had support, and everyone around you has sacrificed to help you reach your goal. I know many of your family and friends are here to congratulate you, and we are excited for them and the role they've played in your success as well. Congratulations again on your success, and may each of you continue to grow and prosper throughout your careers. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our student speaker from the class of 2020, Rebecca Elise. Rebecca is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Psychology. She's a law enforcement officer, and she's been employed with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department for 15 years. She's a sergeant with the department and is currently assigned to road patrol. Rebecca is the mother of a beautiful and intelligent 16-year-old daughter, Elise, who is the light of her life. She understands the importance of community and is involved as a mentor to children in the foster care system, and she has a passion to help fight suicide of first responders. Although it is a very small foundation, through that foundation, Blue Coat Warriors, she assists those struggling with PTSD, as well as their families, in times of need. Please join me in welcoming Rebecca as our student speaker for the class of 2020.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, family and friends in the audience, and the Hodges University faculty, staff, and administration. Let me first take this moment to say to the class of 2020 and the class of 2021, congratulations. It's been a uniquely long road, but we did it. One thing is for certain, although we put in the hard work and the countless hours and the very stressful nights, we had our families and friends there to support us. So to our families and friends, thank you. For those of you that did not fully have the support, I am particularly so proud of you. With or without a strong support system, each of us have had to have the self-discipline and respect to succeed. I can guarantee none of us have made it through this last year without confusion, frustration, and change. And change does not come easy. We've learned that change can involve communicating through Zoom or even through a mask. Change means rethinking how we engage with fellow students, our professors, and even our families. When ever-evolving information about a global situation is coming from many directions. All of us were able to adapt to the new rules of engagement and accept the challenge of what this world is facing. And still, we have pushed ourselves to be exceptional and to reach our own goals. One thing I've learned throughout this last year is when you are tempted to quit, this is an indication of the significance of the situation. The significance to get past the hard times. The significance to understand that change can be either a good thing or even a bump in the road. But you have risen to show that you can do whatever you put your mind to. Standing in front of my fellow 2020 and 2021 graduates, it makes me realize one thing. If you keep pushing forward in a world that can be filled with negativity, hate, misunderstanding, and misinformation, your willingness to succeed is an important asset. I remember a time when I was a kid, I always wanted to be an author, and my mother thought I would be a journalist. I just wanted to write books. One particular story I wrote about was of an orange bug, and in this story, it happened I wrote it when I was, my mother was a secretary, and it was in Boca Grande where I was lucky enough to grow up. But this little orange pesky bug was always in the sheets, and it was biting everyone. And the little orange bug multiplied, causing more and more ruckus, and finally we had to call the exterminator to have the bugs removed. At 38 years old now, and a graduating student, I reflect back to my 9-year-old self, and I think how solving problems today is very complicated. My younger self saw things so simply. If you have too many bugs, you pick up the phone and you have it taken care of. However, as adults who are leaders in our respective fields, we have to get very creative at solving problems. We will be facing problems we never even knew existed, especially with the rapid change occurring in our workplaces and with technology. And of course, this pandemic, it has certainly changed the way that people view how we collaborate with one another in our jobs and in our communities. As two graduating classes collectively, we have so much knowledge and experience to be able to figure out solutions and how to bring more positivity into the world through our professions and our volunteer work. And we can create good and accept nothing but the best possible outcome. As a police officer, I can tell you that this last year has been a whirlwind. I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, and I've seen the ugly. But I have helped so many people, and for that I am so very thankful. I have never become an author of a book, or even a journalist, but I have come to realize that I have written many stories throughout my career as an investigator. And although this wasn't the story I ever thought I would write, I did it. I wrote several chapters, and I've turned the page to start a new one many times. I have become an author for many people that were too scared to tell their story. If you are struggling with something today where you think you just can't make it through another day, there are people here to help you. You just have to turn the page. As a community, we have to come together and be made whole again. Your leadership, education, and ability to improvise during hard times has shown that you are great and you have the mindset to change the world and be great leaders. You are the people that I want to follow. You are the ones that did not give up, and you have pushed to graduate. We did it, all of us. So in closing, don't ever give up before the ending is written. My words of advice to you, as they were spoken to me by my mentor, Dr. Kelly Boucher, when I would struggle or have doubt, she would say, "You got this." So in everything you do, push forward with everything you've got, and remember, you've got this. Class of 2020 and 2021, congratulations, and good luck on your next new chapter. Thank you.
Excellent words of wisdom, Rebecca. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your ideas with us. And I'm happy to present to you this gift of our appreciation. Thank you. At this time, it's now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker from the class of 2021, Jasmine Cavazos. Jasmine is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and a minor in Psychology. This is her second bachelor's degree, as she previously earned a Bachelor of Science in Community Health. She's a hardworking mom and wife pursuing lifetime goals. Jasmine is on her way to becoming a registered nurse, and she's excited to engage in a career where she can use her healing hands and loving heart. She's also involved with many organizations such as Special Olympics. Her current job involves caring for cancer patients at a radiation treatment clinic. Jasmine is always driven to care for others. Please join me in welcoming Jasmine as our student speaker for the class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Meyer. Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and honored guests. And hello, classes of 2020 and 21. I am so humbled and honored to be speaking on such a rewarding day. We all accomplished a major milestone in our lives today, a major stepping stone in the journey of our lives, one that should be recognized for its immense significance. We all worked hard to get to this day, and our work did not go to waste. As my fellow graduate Rebecca said so well in her speech, we all face many unique challenges while wrapping up our respective degree programs. But let us not forget that after every storm comes a rainbow. Today I want to share a story from my own educational experience and some advice for the future. My own academic journey begins with rejection and ends with acceptance. You see, back in 2011, when I first attended college, I applied for the nursing program and unfortunately was denied. Rejection is hard. I gave up in that moment, and I thought that maybe nursing was just not for me. Due to the many pressures and competitiveness, and let me mention distractions at that point in my life, I decided to change my major. I liked my involvement with the community, and as I accomplished my degree in community health, I learned and embraced many experiences. It not only made me a better individual, but made me stronger and made me view the world in a different manner. For example, learning to respect that resources you are blessed with are not always available to others. But that still did not fulfill my desire to become a nurse. I realized filling that void was something that no one else was going to do for me, and I had to make a choice. Shortly after, I got married, had children, and that feeling still persisted, that strong desire to become a nurse and help others. I finally decided that I was not going to give up. My goals were set, and nothing was going to stop me now. I applied to the program again, got accepted, and after a lot of hard work, I ended up graduating at the top of my class. And here I stand today. Thank you. You see, we shouldn't fear failure, but we should fear regret. Even after the many challenges we all face day in and day out, a global pandemic, you are here today, and for that I applaud you. I invite all of you to reflect with me on the following 3 ideas as we move forward into the future. First, acknowledge the power of your education. All of our courses taught us new skills that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. My fellow classmates, you are now stronger than you first were when you started this journey. It's time to take all the life lessons you've learned along with the power of knowledge and carry it out to our community. Share your talent and accomplishment with others. Second, don't forget the most important goal, to never stop learning. Don't stop here. This graduation has already shown us how capable we all are of accomplishing our goals when we commit ourselves to them. I hope all of us here today take this personal accomplishment as an example of how anything is truly possible when we put our minds to it. Don't ever give up. As we walk out of here today, let us take each problem with confidence, knowing that we have achieved great heights and are equipped with necessary tools to tackle our futures. Finally, don't forget to enjoy moments like this. There will be many of them on the road ahead. You faced a storm, and it didn't flood your life. Embrace this time and enjoy that you have achieved. As Alice Morris Earle said, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and that is why it's called the present. Now, as one chapter ends, another one begins. We did it, graduates. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Jasmine, that was a great story. Thank you. We appreciate your sharing your thoughts and your encouragement with us, and I am happy to present you with this gift of our appreciation. Thank you. I am now honored to introduce to you our guest speaker, General Franks. General Fred Franks was born in West Lawn, Pennsylvania, and graduated from the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. Since active Army retirement in December of 1994, General Franks has continued to work in public service. He serves voluntarily as chairman of the board of the 7th Corps Desert Storm Veterans Association. Earlier in 2009, he completed work leading a task force recommending ways for the Army and the nation to better fulfill our duty to wounded, ill, and injured service members for the Army Chief of Staff. In September of 2001, President George W. Bush appointed him to the American Battle Monuments Commission. He became the 9th chairman of that commission in 2005 and served in that capacity until January of 2009. He's been a senior mentor in the U.S. Army Strategic Leader Course, Battle Command Training Program, and the Joint Force Land Component Commander course. He's received 4 awards for valor, 2 Purple Hearts, numerous military awards for service, and individual decorations and awards from foreign governments, his native Pennsylvania, and the Harry S. Truman Good Neighbor Award Foundation in Kansas City. General Franks also speaks publicly on leadership and public service using the theme, "To lead is to serve." He collaborated with Tom Clancy on a book, Into the Storm, A Study in Command. General Franks holds 2 master's degrees from Columbia University in New York City, an honorary Master of Military Art and Science from the U.S. Army Command and General Staff College, and an honorary Doctor of Humanities from Albright College in Reading, Pennsylvania. General Franks.
Thank you, Dr. Meyer, for that thoughtful introduction and for your leadership of Hodges University. I'm honored to be here and included in this graduation, especially to follow the inspiring and thoughtful messages from your student, fellow graduate guest speakers. Thank you. Stay near, go far. Graduates and your families and friends, distinguished guests, Hodges University faculty, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy Father's Day to all fathers here, and especially among our graduates. And a special shout out to my fellow veterans in both graduating classes. It's a wonderful day and ceremony to celebrate the achievements of these honored graduates with their families and friends. Indeed, the spotlight today here in Southwest Florida belongs squarely on all of you. I'd like to offer 3 brief suggestions to you on your graduation day. Master this transition, trust, and gratitude. I first heard master the transition spoken by a friend of mine, General Eric Shinseki, in a military tactical context when he was Army Chief of Staff following 9/11. I like the phrase, but for today, only in the context raised by your president, Dr. Meyer, at a lunch he hosted with one of your fellow graduates, my good friend, fellow veteran, Will Blair, who will receive his Master's of Science in Management today, Letitia Pizarro, Office of Veteran Services, and Jesse Myers, Director of Student Accounts and Veteran Services. I asked them for ideas of what I might suggest to you today. Led by Dr. Meyer, each in their own words said, master this transition today from the world of study and academia into the world you came from or a new one you have chosen. Arm yourselves with these new attributes learned here at Hodges, new skills, this gained wisdom, the ability to make sound judgments, and combine those with the virtues you use to earn your way to this graduation today. Go make an even greater difference than you already have in life in ways not possible before, in our community, with your families and friends, and in new areas of work and public service. Yes, in mastering this transition, as you have mastered this goal of earning your degrees today, this education will give you the capacity to deal with challenges for which there is little to no precedent to guide on. Use it. Fulfill your hopes and your dreams. By staying near, you will go far. This is your time. Seize it. Along the way of mastering this transition, let me suggest two virtues that might help you make that even greater difference. The first of these is fulfillment of trust. 30 years ago in Desert Storm, when I had the privilege to command the 146,000 American and British soldiers of 7th Corps, I was out a few days before our attack began to liberate Kuwait, visiting and talking with groups of soldiers who were doing last-minute preparations and equipment checks. It was one of those magic moments a commander is privileged to have, to sense their confidence in themselves, their confidence in their leadership, and their confidence in their training and their plans. And also, whether I could do anything to help them or that unit better achieve their combat mission at least cost to them. In an altogether too long explanation of our plan of our 7th Corps turning movement that we later called a left hook, a sergeant stopped me and said, "Don't worry, General, we trust you." In an instant, that non-commissioned officer captured the very essence of leadership, gaining, then sustaining trust. My throat closed over with emotion, as I could hardly say anything, as it still does today, because I instantly remembered the many dimensions of the fractured trust in our military and in our nation of Vietnam. What I wanted to do in all ways was fulfill that trust. I truly believe that trust is the basic bond of leadership. It is the organizational glue that holds us together. I truly believe that to lead is also to serve, and in that way, we earn trust. We earn trust by being inclusive, by putting a spotlight on the led and not the leader, by making them feel good about what they're doing, by helping them succeed, by doing all we can to gain our objective while fulfilling that trust, no matter the cost to ourselves. The second of these virtues is gratitude, saying thanks. 20 years before that sergeant's response in 1991, I was permitted to continue on active duty in the United States Army after having my left leg amputated below the knee from combat wounds I got in Cambodia during the Vietnam War. It was life's great privilege to be able to continue to serve in our great Army and our great nation. But I did not get there by myself. I only got to that point with the help of my wife, Denise, and our daughter, Margie, who was 9 years old at the time. From my fellow soldiers on the battlefield and there at Valley Forge General Hospital in the amputee ward, from the skilled and tough compassion of the healthcare professionals, the medics and the doctors, and my fellow soldiers in my first unit back who made me feel whole again as a person and as a fellow soldier. I learned forever the value of gratitude. This virtue of saying thanks, of gratitude to our graduates and your families, to Hodges University, who enables in so many innovative and selfless ways this celebration, this achievement of our graduates, together with trust, is a foundational essence of everyday life, and indeed the foundational essence to major contributions to the public good in a whole variety of dimensions we see every day. In those places in our lives where we develop that ethos of thanks and trust, that organizational culture of always having time and taking the opportunity to say thanks and express gratitude, of focusing on the led and not the leader, of fulfilling trust, it seems to me we unleash the enormous power of innovation and teamwork that can accomplish so much for the common good. And let me end with some specific gratitude to the graduates here today. Many of you have waited through the pandemic for this opportunity to celebrate with family and friends and your fellow graduates. Gratitude for your perseverance, your talents, your pure grit at some times in this educational pursuit, for your significant growth, and for the life's opportunities for service you have opened up for yourselves and for our communities here in Southwest Florida who will benefit from your talents. Gratitude for family support, unconditional love for your work to achieve this notable and special day. Encouragement always, but especially when times got tough or demanding or competing life's demands were difficult to sort out, and focus on your education at Hodges. Gratitude to Hodges University for the diverse educational offerings to choose from to meet your educational goal. Gratitude for the broad and diverse talents of the Hodges faculty. Gratitude to Hodges for fulfilling the trust of our veterans to be there for them when they came home by being here for you, for your educational pursuits, and being voted the highest ratings as a veteran-friendly university. Gratitude to home base Southwest Florida for fulfilling the trust of our veterans and families to be there for them when they came home by being here in Southwest Florida to heal the invisible wounds of service where that might be necessary in this month, June, National PTSD Month. This past month on that sacred day in America, Memorial Day, 31 May, we collectively and individually expressed our gratitude as we honored and forever remembered those who, in President Lincoln's words, gave the last full measure of devotion while serving in our armed services, defending our freedom. During this awful pandemic that has claimed so many lives in America over this past year and a half, we have, as communities and here in Southwest Florida, and as a nation, expressed our deep gratitude to those healthcare professionals and first responders for their selfless and courageous service for us all, many of them right here among our graduates. Graduates, you earned this applause for this achievement today. I remain proud and indeed humbled to be here with you to help you celebrate, to help you master this transition, reinforce and strengthen the bonds of trust, and show gratitude. As you go now and make that difference, I trust you. I know you will do that. God bless you and your families, and may God continue to bless this great nation, the United States of America. Thank you very much.
General, that was inspiring. Thank you. Please accept this token of our appreciation. Just before we start conferring the degrees, I would like to take a moment to reflect on some important people who are in the audience. The first of these are members of our faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an exceptional faculty. Not only do our faculty members facilitate learning and impart knowledge, but they are instrumental in helping students reach their goals outside of the classroom as well. I can say that I am completely impressed with our faculty. They epitomize the essence of caring inside the classroom and outside. Their single focus is to help students be successful. They are tireless in their effort, and they work toward it each and every day. Would the faculty please stand and be recognized by all of us for their dedication to Hodges University and our student success. Thank you. The faculty, of course, are one half of the equation that drives our university. The other half is the staff, equally impressive. Without our staff providing quality service and working with students to remove barriers that may arise from time to time, we would be a very different university. I'm honored to be working with such a great staff, and I am proud of the service that they provide to our students, to our community, and of course, to each other. They care about our students, and they demonstrate that always. I would ask each of our staff members who are here today to stand and be recognized for your contribution to our universities and our students' success. Thank you. And finally, I would like to recognize those of you in the audience who have worked to support our graduates in other important ways. Great achievements are rarely accomplished alone. Some work to provide monetary resources to support students. Others cooked meals, or watched children, or just put on another pot of coffee. All of these tasks are important, and they all contributed to the great achievement we see before us. The graduates were given the opportunity to provide an appreciation pin to those people in their lives who have provided this off-campus backbone of support that enabled them to achieve this important milestone. So, Would all of those in the audience wearing an appreciation pin please stand and be recognized for your contribution to our students' success? Thank you. At this time, we will begin the conferring of degrees, beginning with the certificate, followed by the associate's degree, then the bachelor's degree, and finally the master's degree. And I will be joined by Dr. Alicia Calley. Will the candidates for the certificate program please rise? By the authority vested in me by the faculty and by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the certificate with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Certificate in AutoCAD Drafting, Christine Remington Tare. Certificate in English as a Second Language, Largeline Lewis, also receiving Taxation Certificate. Certificate in English as a Second Language, Carolina Fontura Coelho. Claudia Tadeo Cruz.
Will the candidates for the associate degree please rise? By the authority vested in me by the faculty and by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the associate degree with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Associate in Arts, Emma Araki. Jean-Claude Beauplan. Christian Daniel Fox, magna cum laude. Daniel Enrique Jimenez. Kimberly Leidick. Maria Margre, cum laude. Janetzi Marul Guyen, magna cum laude. Anyutka Olivaria. Na T. Fan. Brittany Suji, cum laude. Catalina Legros. Associate in Science Accounting, also graduating with certificate in English as a second language, Milanis Camaliche Gallano. Maria Cos. Adriana Diaz. Maria Paula Rivas Macias. Jorge Sanz. Janepsi Zayas. Associate in Science in Emergency Medical Services, Corey Rucker. Eric Wagner, cum laude. Associate in Science in Biomedical Sciences, Annabelle Zambrano, summa cum laude. Associate in Science in Business Administration, Diana Herrera. Crystal Cassandra Blair. Angelo Giraduzzi Noria, cum laude. Natalie Manuel. Ricardo Alarcon Moreno, summa cum laude. Arlette Mesa. Marcy Lorenzo, summa cum laude. Evelyn Quiros, cum laude. Associate in Science and Computer Information Technology, Etienne Showman, cum laude. Jose Cherry. David Pastor Liarzabar. Associate in Science and Criminal Justice, Delcy Linares, cum laude. Carlene Luma. Janice Appleby, Associate in Science, Healthcare Office Administration. Elizabeth Yvonne Jackson. Cynthia Ramirez. Okay. Associate in Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, Nirma Jimenez. Associate in Science and Paralegal Studies, Nicole Marie Bishop, cum laude. Jessica Marie Williams. Associate in Science and Physical Therapist Assistant, Eric Allen Abney. Ashley Brooks Davis. Samantha Hickory. Rachel Racine. Jusnielis Rodriguez Gutierrez. Yanis Longo. Ingrid Suero. Aaron Quarles. Valentine Antel. Charlene Drake, cum laude. Hugh T. Nguyen, magna cum laude. Tiffany Stirk. Juan Carlos Mendez Alfonso.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? By the authority vested in me by the faculty and by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the bachelor's degree with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Ready. Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Yelena Almenares Ansardo, cum laude. Maria Hershik, cum laude. Jocelyn Pickens. Karen Warren Meisner. Shannon Murray. Suzanne Cifuentes. Monica Fernandez, cum laude. Vanina Dominguez, cum laude. Bachelor of Science, Applied Psychology, Rochelle Canova. Ghislaine Domond. Claudia Dismarova. Chelsea Lynette Jackson. Carly Pace, cum laude. Janine Tracy. Patricia Ann Williams Thompson. Quentin Fleming. Julie White, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences, Elizabeth Casanas. Osniel Piloto Aguilar, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Cecia Rivera Dominguez, cum laude. Caterina Avellaneda. Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Technology, George Keogh, cum laude. Zechariah Edward Kramer. Timothy Roberson, also graduating with Associate in Science and Computer Information Technology. Stephanie Valdez Constantine, magna cum laude. Karen Casilano Walk, summa cum laude. Rebecca Elise. Joshua Warchow. Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Anwar Alvin Allen. Billy Lindgren, also graduating with Associate in Arts. Ashley Kenya Portillo Garcia. Caitlin Sagers, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Digital Design and Graphics, Hannah Oakland, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences, Daniela Duarte Muniz, cum laude, also graduating with Associate in Arts. Catherine Figueroa Cruz. Eloy Grela Montesinos, cum laude, also graduating with Associate in Arts. Matthew Nail, magna cum laude. Daniela Ovares. Eric Ovares. Raquel Ovares. Felicia Lachea Pedroso. Ingrid Rodriguez Abernas Araujo. Kayla Lynn Carrillo. Mariam Baluch Van Team, cum laude. Casey Hill, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science, Interdisciplinary Studies, Charlonda Wilson. Bachelor of Science in Legal Studies, Jessica Barrios Fuentes, magna cum laude, also graduating with certificate in e-discovery and e-litigation. Amy Marin, also graduating with Associate in Science and Paralegal Studies and certificate in e-discovery and e-litigation. Lori Sliz, summa cum laude. Mercedes Rego. Genesis Aparsheva, cum laude. Renee Bonner. Natalia Veronica Briscoe, cum laude. Lisa Marie Gritzinger. Roberto Lopez, cum laude. Heather Pierre. Kenneth Rogers. David H. Serrano III, also graduating with Associate in Arts. Camilla Victoria Williams. Bachelor of Science in Marketing and Professional Sales, Vivian Cardoso Mendez, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Maria Torres, also graduating with Associate in Arts. Jesus Taveras. Bachelor of Science in Computer Networking, Jean-Rony Jean-Baptiste. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Ecclesia Lubin. Jasmine Cavazos. Yvette Medina, cum laude. Ciara Chase. Kelly Morisma. Adele Ramirez, summa cum laude. Jessica Ramirez. Carolyn Smith. Patricia Suntalavong. Krista Hardy. Bachelor of Science in Software Development, Carlos Rivas.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? By the authority vested in me by the faculty and by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree, with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Master of Accountancy, Dea Mia Amor Cosalan. Magna cum laude. Ruperto Enrique Ramos Uriarte. Luis Freire Riveron, cum laude. Mark Grazuski, summa cum laude. Santiago Xavier Martinez Nunez. Master of Business Administration, Carol Elizabeth Ames, summa cum laude. Brittany Bransfield. Gabriela Fortes do Amaral Pestana, summa cum laude. Eusebio Alejandro Landa. William H. Blair II, summa cum laude. Joshua Mavro George, summa cum laude. Dianelis Navarro, summa cum laude, also graduating with Master of Science in Management. Francis Lynette Rivera, cum laude, also graduating with Certificate in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Kathleen Ann Alvarez, cum laude. Oh, what? Gretel Cáceres. Jessica Ray Friend, summa cum laude. Jennifer McLaughlin, summa cum laude. Jonathan Olivier, summa cum laude. Carla Glasgow, summa cum laude. Carmen Milagros Quiles Reyes, summa cum laude. Janelis Marie Ramos Perez, summa cum laude. Karina K. Wagner, summa cum laude. Brenda McDonald, magna cum laude. Paula Elaine Nab, magna cum laude. Amy Wiley. Master of Science in Legal Studies, Letitia Renee Adams, summa cum laude. Michelle Lynn Cropper. Jillian Cummings Beck, summa cum laude. Tanya McNeil, cum laude. Amber Nicole Sherman, summa cum laude. Jaime Alberto Alfonso, summa cum laude. Jasmine Renee Godbolt, cum laude, also graduating with certificate in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Maria Green, summa cum laude. Stephanie Longobardi, cum laude. What is? Okay. Bernard Lorenzo Jones. Jasmine Renee Mercado. Uta Kirsten Michelle, summa cum laude. Anne-Marie O'Mara, summa cum laude. Jean-Élie Pierre-Louis, also graduating with certificate in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Josh Moses, cum laude. Jessica Ferrero. Master of Science in Public Administration, Elizabeth Anderson, summa cum laude. Letitia Pizarro Velia, magna cum laude. Also graduating with Master of Business Administration.
At this time, we have the unique honor to confer an honorary doctorate of humane letters to Reverend Israel Suarez. The Reverend Israel Suarez founded Nations Associations Charities in Fort Myers in 1978, and this year is celebrating his 42nd year serving the community in Fort Myers. In 1990, Nations Association was designated the 276th Point of Light by President George H.W. Bush. Nations Association focuses on at-risk youth and helps them improve self-esteem, improve their academics, learn life skills, and stay away from drugs and crime and so on. For example, Nations Association Drug Stop is a mentoring program designed to enforce positive lifestyles and affirmation for at-risk middle school and high school students. It addresses community issues and provides education on crime, drug and suicide prevention, and anti-gang and bullying strategies. Its youth programs also teach life skills, character building, community service learning, and leadership. Reverend Suarez has been extremely successful in these and other community outreach endeavors, and even though he's in his 70s, he shows no signs of slowing down or losing his passion, and I can attest to that personally. His depth of knowledge, experience, and acceptance in the community are unquestioned. He supports Hodges University in all that we do, especially as the region's only Hispanic-serving institution. Reverend Suarez, please join me at the podium. By the authority vested in me by the faculty and the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters, with all of the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. We would like to hood you. Dr. Rincones will assist me. This is always the tricky part. Yep. Well done. Congratulations again to Dr. Suarez. Each year, one of our faculty members is nominated to speak at commencement. This year, our Director of the Physical Therapist Assistant Program, Dr. Cindy Vaccarino, was asked to speak on behalf of our faculty. Dr. Vaccarino.
Okay. Graduates, family, friends, faculty, President Meyer, Hodges University Administration, and the Board of Trustees. It is my honor to speak on this graduation day. It is a day of completion, but also a day of a beginning. As I reflect on the past year and a half, a time filled with uncertainty, hardship, confusion, despair, and great sadness, I also think of perseverance, hard work, accountability, family bonding, and accomplishments. I think of how the faculty and students muddled together through uncharted waters of learning and teaching in an online format, only to realize they could adapt and succeed. I can recall teaching from my dining room table for months with skeleton and bone models all around me. My dining room had become my classroom, and we were meeting on Zoom from 8:30 in the morning till 4 p.m. 4 days a week. During that time, I could see the despair in my students' eyes and fatigue from looking at the computer screen all day. My students had to use their children, moms, dads, significant others, sisters, and brothers to practice stretching and muscle testing during virtual labs and practicals. I met with some of them individually and through tears and tissues encouraged them to keep going. And they could get through these challenges of the times both personally and academically. They were not used to this kind of learning. They were used to hands-on training. I was used to hands-on training. By the end of the first month, we were all begging to come back to campus to learn, no matter what the risk. After all, there were soon to be much-needed healthcare professionals. For everyone graduating today, your academic career and your personal lives have been filled with sacrifice, stress, sleep deprivation, and vulnerability. This unprecedented time has brought extra obstacles for you to endure for both you and your families. Many of you have also been humbled, realizing making the highest grade does not always correlate with success or being the best. You have learned the true meaning of time management, flexibility, and taking initiative and critical thinking by persistently following your dreams and being pillars of strength for your families and fellow students. You are the true models for your children who had similar and sometimes greater obstacles to overcome this past year. You have paved the way to our new normalcy, and you rebuild this world to be a better place because you have leadership skills, patience, and the ability to adapt to sudden changes, only to come out stronger in the end. At this time, I would like to thank the family and friends who supported these graduates through their journey. They could not have done this without you. It has not been easy to stay in school, but each and every one of you met the challenge. You never complained, and you were resilient through it all. You never gave up your goal to earn a degree and make your life and your family's lives better. Because of you and your initiative to learn, because of your strength and resilience, we became the first university in Florida to come back on campus and participate in live lectures and labs. You were able to do that because you were not derailed from your studies and goals despite the obstacles that were put in front of you. When you came back to the classroom, relieved for some kind of normalcy, you again rose to the occasion. Despite having to have your temperatures checked daily, despite the social distancing and wearing masks, despite the fear of what you might bring home to your loved ones. People often ask me if I miss treating patients and making a difference in people's lives. I tell them I am still helping patients by teaching my students how to be my hands. And now, instead of helping one patient at a time, I am helping many. I receive text, emails, and phone calls from very excited alumni on how they helped a person walk again or a child meet their milestones. They tell me how much they love what they are doing and can't wait to see what's next. As Winston Churchill said, you make a living by what you get. You make a life by what you give. At the end of the day, your persistence, hard work, your kindness, your flexibility, your empathy, your humanity are what will help you succeed in life. As you embark on your next endeavors, I have one thing to leave you with, and my students hear this often. You got this. Congratulations to all of the 2020 and 2021 graduates of Hodges University.
Thank you, Dr. Vaccarino. Audience members, after the benediction, I would ask that you please remain seated until the recessional has been completed. Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 2020 and 2021 graduating classes of Hodges University. Graduates, at this time, please turn and face your families and friends and thank them for all the support they have given you to enable this today. Audience, please rise for the benediction and the recessional.
Heavenly Father, please continue to guide and provide for us during the journey you have for us from today forward. We ask you for your protection as we go. Please bless and protect our first responders, military personnel, and bring them safely home. Please use us to bless our families and our community. Amen.